Welcome back to your live continuing coverage of NAB 2015, the National Association of Broadcasters Convention. I'm Michael Arts. This is your Teradek coverage. Thank you so much for watching. We got a lot of people in the chat room, and we're getting a lot of great feedback. Here's what you have to do. All you have to do is go to beterrific.com/live, and you can scroll down under the video player, and you can join the chat. That's pretty cool. You can also follow our live blog, beterrific.com/NAB 2015. And of course, keep it locked here for all your continuing live coverage of NAB 2015. I know we got a lot of people in the chat room. Digital Phil is there, Ben is there, ULearnFX is there. We also have CJ and Jenny and a bunch of others who are in there. Paul Dixon is there as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. And Friend of Films is a 4-time repeat viewer to the NAB show. Thank you, Friend of Films. Thank you so much for watching, and we will get you footage from the floor later this afternoon by the Planet 5D wrap-up show for sure. Now, I've got a good friend here. His name is Colin Gwynn. He is the guru for drones. You've seen him on 60 Minutes. You've seen him here several times on set with me.
Absolutely.
And this is the new Solo. I've been talking about it all morning, but here's the trick. This is just a shell. This is the real deal.
That's
Colin, thank you for letting us have the shell. Tell me what the deal is here with the Solo, and what makes this so special?
So what makes Solo different and special is that we tried to, and did, develop a copter that is all about getting shots, getting footage, right? And we found that if you're buying a small copter that's $1,000 plus, you're buying it because you want to go out and you want to get shots. You want to come home at the end of the day with beautiful footage for Instagram, Facebook, a commercial, a movie, whatever you're shooting, right? And so we developed a system that really literally creates a new paradigm in the ability to capture beautiful content.
So the hardest part is actually being able to get a good camera, a great gimbal, and then be able to actually fly it and fly it really well. Like, you're really good at it.
It takes a lot of practice.
Exactly.
And so what we wanted to do with Solo was allow people to get these extremely dynamic cinema shots with zero practice.
So how do we do it?
So it is think of it as an aerial motion control rig, right? So we have a full Linux computer in the
Linux computer.
So there's an autopilot, Pixoc 2 autopilot, also a full 1 gigahertz processor Linux computer that commands the autopilot. In the controller, we have a full 1 gigahertz processor Linux computer that drives the controller. We have a full live HD feed from the GoPro to iOS or Android wirelessly, or take that live HD feed right out of the HDMI port in the top of the controller.
Wow.
So it's all about, so we have a tilt wheel here that gives me these fine-grained tilt adjustments, right? I can click this tilt wheel and wait a second, start and stop recording on a GoPro. We have full command and control of the GoPro. Change all your GoPro settings, take pictures, start recording, stop recording. I've got 2 buttons over here that are presets for my angles. So I can set a preset here, and then this knob here rolls. And so if you see here on the screen, I can see how much time, as I roll this knob, how much time it's going to take to get from my preset 1 to my preset 2. So this is just flying around manually, set a point, adjust your speed, click the button, and it does a perfect tilt for you.
Wow.
Right? Now, you start getting into really fun, exciting stuff when you work on computers and doing basically real-time cinema shot creation by flying anywhere you want in space, adjusting the copter, picking your framing, right? Tilt, pan, everything you need, and as soon as you have your framing adjusted, you press 1 button, which is cable cam. You fly up, over here, rotate, pan, tilt, set exactly how you want the shot to end, hit the 2nd button, and then just hit play. And it does all 5 axes perfectly together, logarithmically starting, logarithmically stopping the shot, as you've been practicing for years.
Wow.
Yep.
And the other thing, you're able to get this to follow you with like a Pebble watch and do all this.
That's cable cam. You've got orbit mode. You can point it at an object, hit orbit, hit play. It starts orbiting perfectly around the object. Hit follow me. It tracks the GPS location of your device. Put it in a Jeep. You're driving a trail. You want it to follow overhead as you guys are driving the trail, get into a location, whatever. Follow me. You want to do an aerial reveal. You set it on the ground. You tap the app, selfie, and then hold fly. It takes off, booms out and away from you, comes back down, reverses the shot, auto lands, turns off the props.
You use this when you go paddleboarding a lot, don't you?
I do, yeah. I'll have it follow me and get some really great paddle shots. Absolutely.
So we're gonna fly this?
Yes, we absolutely are going to fly this. So, you know, indoors, there's only so much you can do because we don't have the GPS to do all the scripted cinema moves. But I will show you.
I'm impressed by how well it hovers. I saw it yesterday in action when we were here.
So, tap and hold to fly, it takes off. And this particular unit is outfitted with a prototype of our optical flow LiDAR sensor. So, one of the stories of Solo is that we actually have a built-in accessory bay. And the accessory bay allows for us and any company in the world to develop really cool hardware accessories that have full access to the onboard computer, full access to the autopilot. So we've got a LiDAR optical flow sensor for indoor flight. We've got LED light kits. We're developing ballistic parachute systems.
Ballistic parachutes?
Yep.
Why would you, in case if
you're flying over a crowd
yeah.
and there's any kind of issue with the system, the parachute pops out, it lands softly instead of hurting someone.
That is terrific.
So, you know, anything you can think of, you can make an accessory for it.
You and I have always talked about this since the beginning. Safety is number one. It's the most important thing. Is that correct?
That's right. So we've got auto return home and land. You can just hit the home button right on the controller anytime you want and just bring it home. You don't have to turn off your controller and hope for the best. You can hit an emergency air brake in the air. If you're flying along and you think you might hit something because you're flying in a strange orientation and you get confused, all you do is hit the pause button right under the stick and it does a full emergency air brake to stop itself as fast as it can.
Wow.
So that it prevents you from hitting that object.
That's amazing.
So, you know, we've got a built-in simulator, built-in flight trainer where you can do the simulator right in the app.
I like that a lot.
This goes on and on. I mean, how much time do you have?
We've got, let's see. We could do another 3 days. Does that work for you?
Sounds great.
I think you're going to be doing another 3 days.
We're going to be, we've got live demos at the booth every hour on the hour.
Yep.
Obviously, you can go to 3dr.com, learn a lot more about the system, watch the videos, and we're also going to be giving one away today, and we're giving 2 away tomorrow and the next day.
Wow. Noon
and 4 o'clock.
So
come get your badge scanned a half hour in advance, and we're going to give a giveaway today at 4. If you have some good ping pong skills, come by. We're doing ping pong tournaments at the booth. So whoever's the winner of the ping pong tournament also wins a free system.
And when are these shipping?
They'll be at your nearest Best Buy at the end of May. Every Fry's, most of the Best Buys, B&H, DSLR Pros, Sammy's Camera. They're going to be all over the place.
They're going to be all over the place.
Starting at the end of May, beginning of June.
And I just think that you got something really tremendous here. Its price point, though, is the thing that's also very impressive. Can you talk a little bit about the pricing for the whole setup the way it is here?
That's right. So Copter with full live HD video, 2 onboard computers, HDMI output on the controller, $999.
Wow.
That's right. And that gives you a GoPro naked frame installed with a vibration isolator and an HDMI cable to get full HD video to your iOS or Android device. Then when you're ready for full motion control and gimbal and charging of the GoPro and control of the GoPro, the GoPro gimbal is $399. So $1,400 and you have a full aerial motion control rig.
Unbelievable. Can you pick that camera up a little? Because I'm shooting off the screen and you can see us then.
Yeah, how's that?
There you go. Look at that. There we are. I like that a lot, Colin. How does this compare camera-wise to the other companies on the market? Because there are a lot of people that are saying, the cameras have come a long way on those other products.
Cameras have come a long way, and, developing an OEM camera, contacting a chipset manufacturer and making your own camera is actually a much easier way to do it because you have full access to the camera. But what we found for ourselves and for the customers that we sell to, they want to fly GoPro. They already own a GoPro. No one makes a better, higher quality, small, lightweight camera than GoPro does. So we made a Copter that gives you the same experience but with your GoPro that you can take off and put on your bike or your truck and then stick it on here. No tools, it clicks right in.
And it's powering it too?
It's charging it, it's controlling it, it's getting HDMI video straight to the HDMI port on your controller or to your iOS or Android device. I can set it so that every time I record on the GoPro, it also mirrors that recording right in the mobile app.
Wow.
So that right on my camera roll of my device, I have this nice, beautiful HD feed recorded. So I can email it, Instagram it, whatever, while I'm still flying around in the air.
You guys have thought of, I think, everything.
We've thought of the whole experience, and that goes down to the backpack that you can buy for it. You can throw it in and out of the backpack in less than 60 seconds and be ready to fly.
How long is the battery life in this one right here with the GoPro, the gimbal, the whole deal?
GoPro, gimbal, video downlink, ready to fly, 20-minute flight time.
That's amazing.
20-minute flight time, longer than anything else that flies a GoPro.
I like that. And the batteries are inside. They're good. How much are these batteries if you want to buy like a couple extra?
Batteries are $150.
Okay.
And it's this whole thing is the battery.
Okay.
So it just slides out, pops off, drop in a new one, click it into place, and you're ready to go.
And you were able to pair this. No. You were able to pair this with devices like Paralinks and some Teradek stuff too.
Yeah, so that's the whole point of the accessory bay, is that all these companies can make great accessories. If you want to take if our high-def Wi-Fi video link isn't appropriate for what you're doing, say you want some 10-mile range system.
Or in an environment like this, you're getting actually great Wi-Fi,
but
it's very hard in this kind of environment.
If you're in a super, super crazy urban environment and you want to use a CFDM module or something like that, and you want to use a Paralinks or a Teradek, all they have to do is make a simple accessory that plugs into the bottom, and there you go. You've got live HD feed.
Awesome. Well, that's Colin Gwynn, everybody. We've got to talk about safety. It's #1 with these things, but you've built in a lot of safety features. It's 3D Robotics. This is the big reveal, the Solo. Congratulations. It's finally here. You've been talking about it for months, and it's amazing.
Last thing, I don't think we talked about this. There's a lot of fear out there about what happens if my drone flies away. What happens if it crashes and I didn't send it there? There's no way of getting any customer support in the drone industry today. So what we've done is we actually log 10 times a second over 500 different parameters directly into the controller, right? Which means that if there's ever a problem, our computers know about it. A pop-up comes up on the screen, one tap makes a log trouble ticket in our system. If anything caused the problem on our side, our autopilot, our firmware, etc., we replace the drone, the gimbal, and we give you credit to buy a new GoPro.
I love it. That is amazing. Finally, customer service.
That's right.
You know what? It doesn't get better. Thank you so much. Thanks for bringing it on and flying it. I'm most impressed always that you can fly and have a conversation, because I cannot do that. I have to concentrate on flying, and that's what you should do too. I will be back with a whole lot more at 5:30 on your Planet 5D wrap-up show. I'm going to be doing the Michael Arts' show with some great Teradek gear at 1 p.m. Pacific time. That's 4 p.m. Eastern time. But we've got Dan Chung, news shooter, and a whole lot of other great hosts on your live continuing NAB 2015 Teradek coverage here from the Las Vegas Convention Center, coming at you for the next few hours. So enjoy that. Colin was amazing. It's 3D Robotics. You got to check them out. It's called the Solo.
3DR.com.
We're going to take a quick break, change a little things around, and we'll be back with a whole lot more of your live continuing coverage right after this. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked here.